I came prepared, y'all. I'm even rocking my Pat McGrath gear. Or wait, merch. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have some new goodies from Pat McGrath. Fresh off the delivery truck, I have these little guys. These are the Ecstasy Sublime and Subversive. And I happen to be wearing and testing out Pat's foundation today. I've been kind of doing first impression wear tests with the foundations, but this one I kind of wanted to wear for a period of time and then give you like a full review. So stay tuned for that. Today's video, we are going to be playing around with these little guys. I'm going to share swatches with you. I'm going to demo them both on the eyes. I'll do one look with each, and then we'll talk about it. So, come on, let's get started. Alright, so I'm just kind of like reading off of Sephora's website. The proper name for these is called the Ecstasy Eyeshadow Palette Minis. Okay. This is a curated collection of 5 luxe shades to unlock the secret of Pat McGrath's backstage kits in a sleek, compact, on-the-go palette. I do believe that these shades aren't anything new. They're just mini versions of her shadows. Alright, so here's a close-up of what they look like in the packaging, in a little sequence. And info on the back. This is Subversive and Sublime. So scary opening them up because one wrong move and there's a mess everywhere. Okay, so inside, so after I remove it, this is what we have. Get this little pamphlet. What is this? So you just have a little information. Here is the actual palette. That's what it looks like. This is a very plasticky kind of simplistic vibe. Cannot compare this to her palettes whatsoever. And here is what we are working with. Okay, so just for size comparison, this is a single from her, and this is the exact same shade, Extrovert, and this is what they look like side by side. This is one of her regular palettes, and this is it compared to one of the minis. So if you are used to Pat McGrath's shadows, like the real serious ones, this is, quality-wise, it's very different. I can't compare the packaging quality. This is just a little plasticky little mini guy, and that's that. So that's this palette. This is the Sublime. Let me give you swatches of the Sublime really quickly. I'm just doing finger swatches on my arm. No primer. So these are the top 3. And then these 2. Alright, so here is this little guy. So now we're moving on to the more colorful one. Same kind of packaging. Here are the colors. These are fun. Alright, let me give you swatches of these. I'm doing the top row first. here they are swatched, both palettes. Let's try them on the eyes. I'm going to create a look with both palettes. So today I'm testing out the Pat McGrath foundation. And so far so good. It still gives me that nice natural kind of vibe, which I like. Doesn't feel heavy on the skin, but I'm still testing it out. I'll definitely come back with a full review on everything. But yeah, let's dive in. I'm going to start off with this palette. Now I do already have my eyes primed with my normal Marc Jacobs eye primer. Everything on my face I'll be sure to list down in the description box if you are curious. I'm going to take this interesting shifting kind of shade and I'm going to apply that on my lid. And I'm just using a dry brush. This is the Sonia G Builder Pro. Apply that on my lid. Ooh. I'm going to take my Wayne Goss number 17 and I'm going to go into this shade here. Just smoke out my outer eye area. Oh my goodness. Lots of kick up with that bad boy. Then I'm going to take this shade from my inner corner and I'm using a Wayne Goss number 7 brush. And with that same brush, I'm going to go into this shade and then this shade for my lower lash line. For the sake of using all the colors in the palette, I'm just going to take my finger and stamp this one on the center of my lid. And there's that. I am going to try out some of my other new Pat products to finish off this look, and then we'll move on to this palette. I'm going to take the Perma Precision liquid eyeliner. I will, depending on how this performs, I might not use false lashes, but this is her Fetish Eye mascara. So let's give those a go. Alright, so that's one coat on that eye. Not bad. So we used all the colors from this little palette on this look. I was very tempted to go into something for the crease or just something from another palette, but we stuck to this palette here and this is what we look like. Alright, so moving right along, we are going to create a look with this palette. Be right back. Alright, I think, let's see. I want to go into this purple shade here. I'm going to apply that on my lid. And again, I have my eyes primed with my Marc Jacobs. This is my Builder Pro from Sonia G. I'm going to go into this purple shade. But this one is beautiful. And I don't have fallout. And I'm using a dry brush. For the outer portion of my lid, I'm going to go into this darker purple shade and use the same brush. I'm gonna go into this super gold shade here. Gonna go into this pretty blue shade for my lower lash line. And then, just so that we can use all of the colors in the palette, I'm going to take this one for the rest of my lower lash line. So there we are, we used all the shadows in this palette. I didn't do a wing last time. So this look, I'll do a nice dramatic wing with the Pat Precision, what is it? With the Perma Precision Liquid Eyeliner from Pat. Alright, and the last Pat product I have to just finish off the look, I have this gloss. I do have some of her lipsticks, but I've been using the gloss and it's really, really, really nice. So here we are. I used every single color in this palette just to get it on the eyes, to show you what it looks like. Pat McGrath does not disappoint. These two little guys are adorable. So formula-wise, they perform just like her other palettes, like the large ones and the little singles. The performance of them was great. Pigmentation was there. The way Pat McGrath shadows are somewhat put together in a palette, you can't help but be dramatic. I feel this palette here, you'll definitely get more, I feel with this palette, you'll definitely get more everyday, more wearable looks, versus with the more colorful one, you can really step outside of the box, be a little more bold, have a little more fun, be a little more dramatic. And for me, that's kind of what makeup's all about. It's about just expressing yourself, having fun. I think these are a great way if you are wanting to try Pat McGrath shadows but don't want to go for 100 plus for these big boys. These are totally worth it. They are so totally worth it. Anyways, I'm not gonna do it. You're not going to get her standard over the top packaging. I mean, I keep going back to her regular palettes because I think a lot of us have become accustomed to that when it comes to her packaging. These, I mean, we're talking just basic plastic. The stars of the shows are these little guys. And yes, they look small, but realistically, I think we're all at a point in our makeup life that this is enough. I don't think we need super huge shadows anymore. And for the price point, I think it's fair. And stay tuned, I will have a review on the foundation. I'm wearing it more and more so that I can give you a more in-depth review versus the first impressions and wear tests that I have been doing with all of these foundations that are just non-stop. As far as the liner and the mascara, I do like them as well. I like the simplicity of the packaging. The liner worked great. I like the finish of it. It was easy to work with. It was nice and pigmented. I wasn't kind of struggling. It was great. I like the mascara. I think it's something I'll have to keep playing around with to really form an opinion. This is my third mascara I've opened, so I have in rotation 3 mascaras right now, but I don't mind. Mascara is always fun. But yeah, overall I liked everything that I've tried so far, but definitely let me know what you guys think about these little guys. Let me know if you think they're fun, if you're not so into it, or if you think we should just kind of stick with the real deal big boys. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon.